Hello everyone, happy welcome to lecture 104. Yeah, 104. 104. Yeah, and in the lecture of the book it says it's about the gifts that we have been given. The gifts that that it's so funny. How do you say something if you don't want to use the word God? Yeah, because I don't like to use this word as it is an instance. It's something, someone, or something. But I rather like to use the word the global consciousness, yeah, the oneness, the one consciousness, that this one consciousness gave us, yeah, these gifts, and this is what we actually all are looking for. And some, what am I thinking here? That's what this lecture said, yeah, these gifts. And in my understanding, what I found out for me in my life is that that it is about going layer by layer by layer into my capabilities, my capabilities. These are my gifts. This is how I understand it. My gifts are what I'm able to do, what my possibilities, my capabilities, my potential is, what is possible for me. And I right now, as I'm saying it, I have to think about all the Olympic sports people who try to succeed, or the Guinness Book of the Records, yeah, all the people that want to achieve something unbelievable that humanity so far has never been achieved yet, yeah, to go beyond limits, to go further than the limitations we have. And even talking about it, it makes me already, I love this. I just love this thought, the fact that breaking boundaries. I love that. Oh, I love it so much. This is what encouraged me, what brings joy to my soul, to my system. Breaking boundaries, breaking free. And this is breaking boundaries, is breaking free. Yeah, it's opening up, it's giving a wider room, it expands rooms. Yeah, it's expansion in its most essence of this, of our life, of our meaning, of, yeah, expansion. The universe expands, yeah, the atmosphere, the universe expands, and we are the universe. We all have this deep motivation, that demands, that pulls, that pushes, that pulls us. It pulls us towards breaking boundaries, towards expanding ourselves, growing. All these words can be used for the same thing of expansion. Yeah. expanding ourselves. And that's the opposite of sitting in a prison of thick walls, hiding, protecting, and not realizing that you're blocking your will, your wantingness, your desire to expand. A thick wall behind you that you believe it protects you from something. It actually stops you from expanding. And if you cannot, if a plant, if the root of a plant in a bottle, in a pot, cannot expand, it will die, right? It will die. The roots want to expand. You have to, every year or every 2 years, depends on the plant and depends on how much it can grow anyway, from the environment, from the nutritions in the earth and everything. But you have to change the pot. You have to get a larger pot to put the plant inside and to let it grow again. And you need the same thing. And sometimes I'm just realizing right now, sometimes you're putting yourself, instead of into a larger pot, into a smaller even. And you're wondering why you feel so bad. But you put yourself back into a smaller pot and you are almost dying. Depression, burnout, all of this, all kinds of symptoms you're having, you're getting, you're experiencing, will make you, are symptoms to show you you're on the wrong path, on the wrong direction. You should expand. Well, you want to expand and you're putting yourself into a smaller environment, into a tighter environment. It will not be aliveness supportive. It will be the opposite, destructive. And yes, it is always a huge, oh my goodness, you always have to decide to leave protection, to let go of a wall, of a protective wall. You think you're leaving a protective wall, and it makes you afraid. You feel naked, you feel lost, you feel, oh my goodness, you feel this. And this is normal. This is normal to feel that. Don't let ever stop these feelings of being afraid of what will come, and let you stay in this too small pot, too small environment, too small frame you're in. It's a too small frame. Don't ever let this stop you from growing, from expanding your potential, expanding yourself and living out your potential. Oh man, oh woman. And I really know how this feels. I know. And if you have someone on your side helping you through these feelings of anxiety, of letting go of your protective wall, of your protective or your comfort zone, the area or the field or the life, if you need someone on your side who has gone through these anxieties. I'm here to help you, to support you. You can book a coaching with me and I take your hand through your path to your expansion, to this expansion that you want to live, that your soul pulls you again and again and again. Since how many years does it pull you? I'm here to pull you, not to pull you. Your soul is there to pull you. I'm here to guide you, to help you, to hold your hand through this, through whatever comes. I know what will come. I know it. I'm so experienced with going further again and again and again through so many moments in life. First left my family, moved to a very far away place that I could not even on the weekend go home to my family again. I was all by myself. I left home over 800 kilometers away. I moved. I started a job as an engineer. Then I wanted to change. Then I learned something other. I learned cosmetics, massage, then later on coaching, then trading. I learned so many new fields of professions, completely different ones. Unbelievable. I mean, even here, I learned to make such videos, such YouTube channel, to build up a YouTube channel in English and in German. And then I left 3 times. I left my job, the partner I was with, the city I lived in, friends from there. I left it all 3 times again. Actually 4 times. Yeah. And then I even left the father of my 2 children I'm having. And trust me, that was for me something I would have never done this if I would not have chosen a path for me to go for my pull. It pulled me to become self-employed with something that I like doing. And for this was in my pulling. This was what my soul pulled me always. Always it pulled me there. Since 2-3 years in my job, as I was 24 years old, 5 years, let's say 25 years, it started already in my soul to pull me further. But I didn't know how, and then I didn't really move huge steps forward. And I was in a very good comfort zone as well. I earned a lot of money as an engineer. I traveled. I started traveling even by myself. I started doing all kinds of hobbies that I loved, that I had in mind as a young person. And I had anyhow. But it pulled me, and this pulling pulled me then. The path brought me then to coaching, to personality growth. I didn't know anything about this field, nothing. And then I had right away in the beginning, I had an awakening moment that was so crazy. This awakening moment was the most wonderful thing in my life after becoming a mom. Becoming a mom for the first time with my son was also, oh my goodness, a wonderful moment. And I even got him on Mother's Day. He came. I got him on Mother's Day. How crazy is this? Isn't it wonderful? I can talk about this so often. And it makes me smile, and and it pulled me. And believe me, I in the beginning, as I had this boyfriend, and I right away was pregnant with my son, and then we moved together right away as well. It was all in the same months, kind of. We moved together, I was pregnant, and I realized, what have I done? What man have I chosen to get children with? Oh my goodness, he was depressive, he was just playing computer games, he was smoking pot, he was, it was so crazy, and I was so sad. Trust me, I was crying as I was pregnant. I was so sad, I couldn't believe, and I could not leave him as well. I was so afraid. This was something that although I went to work, I brought the money home. I took care of of my child. I took care of everything, but I was afraid that I couldn't deal with it all by myself. Although I did it already, but my mindset was so, oh my goodness, I didn't know about mindset and all this at that moment. And then I went through a change of my personality that was unbelievable over one weekend, because I woke up. A waking up happened to me over a weekend. And it was mystifying what happened. I cannot tell. It was so mystifying. It was crazy. And it changed me completely. I realized, what am I thinking about me? How stupid is that? I'm doing everything. So of course I cannot leave. Of course I will deal with all of this. I do it anyway now. I realized that in a second. I realized what I'm talking to myself and what I'm really doing. The reality was this, and what I was thinking was the opposite. And I realized that what I was thinking was completely stupid, out of reality. And I could switch it. And then I even thought, because my plan was, what I wanted to have 2 children minimum, because I didn't want to have just one, because I have no family around. I wanted to have my child, to have another child, to have a good friend, to have a sister or brother to be connected with strong. Yeah, because I knew my life, no grandma, no grandpa was close to me. So they didn't have that. And that's why I said, okay. And then I didn't want it to be from another man. So I decided it has to be with this man, and then we see. And he changed as well. For half a year, he was completely the opposite. He started reading books. I thought, what happened to him? And all these things. Yeah, he stopped smoking. He stopped playing computer games. And in this half year, my little daughter, my little daughter came. Yeah, after that, I realized, I can even leave him with 2 children. It doesn't matter. I can deal with it. I can do it. I can manage it. And it was huge for me. From what I was thinking just a year ago, or 2-3 years ago, as I got birth of my son, and then when I got birth with my daughter, I was a complete different person. I went through many things, and with my ex-boyfriend, he went to what's the name? To justice, he took a lawyer and all this to attack me, to take money from me, he tried all kinds of things. He went to the police, and I had to start fighting, which I never wanted. I was pushed to start fighting. And I had a tough time with this split up, with him. I went through a tough time there. And why I'm telling you this. I just want you to know what I went through, so you see where I can take your hand to go through, no matter what it is. And for example, just also to mention, as a child, I was abused physically and mentally. I experienced, I don't know if abuse is the right word. I was not sexual abused, yeah, but my dad, he would hit me with his feet, with his hands. We got beaten by him, both of us. Me more because I was very my brother, he was kind of very early broken. His will was broken very early, and he was not arguing, but I did. I was quite tough, and so I got more often beaten by my dad. In a very young age, it started already. And also mentally, he had so big problems because he was left by his mom with the age of 8 overnight. His mom took his brother and left him with his dad to leave the family. So he lost his brother and his mom overnight. And from that, he never recovered. He has deep cuts that made his personality completely out of place. But he never took support. He never went to any help, nothing. And yeah, it had to come out somehow. And of course, the closest people, the family, his children, me, my brother, my mom. It was a very rough time. And I went through all this. And today I'm a complete, this is what made who I am, yeah. And I don't know what you went through, but I know that I can help you and many people through different struggles. But still, from these struggles, to grow even more, to use these struggles as your humus, to use this as your humus, to become a strong, large, big personality that gets and deserves all the beauty that life can support, that life can give. You are the one who deserves it in the deepest. Of course, everyone does deserve it, yeah? I'm not saying just we are. But you and I, we can be such huge lights shining to help others to shine as well, especially the ones, the other ones, they don't need support to shine. They had the support from their wonderful childhoods. Yeah, they don't need that. But we need that. The ones that did not have the shiny childhood, the supportive childhood. And we are here to help, to support, to guide, to take others' hands to help. And we love this as well. We are those ones. And yes, we can do that. Yeah, so whenever you need support, I'm here for you. To come into your potential, to live your potential, to use all these gifts that you've been given. And now, if you really want to change something in your life, if you really think, oh, it would be nice to have a coaching session with Juliana. Some already used it, and I'm offering it to you again for a special, not so high price that I usually take. Because you're supporting me here on this channel. So I give you this for a good price to get a good, a 1 hour session with me. It could take longer even, it doesn't matter. Yeah, take it. Don't wait for change. Grab the possibilities that are given to you. And if this is the one that you listen to now, then say, yes, I take it. And your new life starts right in that moment that you decided. When you decide no, better not, it won't change. Nothing will change. If you do, yes, I take this. Yeah, see what happens. Mwah!